some benefits to the realtor in developing a relationship with on-site salespeople. There are many people that come in, and I think back in the old days we used to say the budget's allowed 25 to 30% were going to be co-op. Does that still hold? Anybody? Bob? So a lot of people coming into sales centers are not working with real estate agents. But a lot of those people have houses to sell and may or may not have a real estate agent selected to do that. And I have received referrals from sales centers to list people's houses because they enjoyed working with me when I brought a buyer in, and they felt like I was an appropriate person to represent the transaction to help them sell the house. And by the way, they do need that house to sell in order to make their sale. So again, you're working together. You know, and interesting in talking, and I've spoken mostly about what we would call community developments, production home builders. I have not talked yet about the custom home builders, builders that are building one house at a time. There are a lot of opportunities there for realtors as well, and for builders. One of the things I'm going to say to smaller builders that are not engaging in placing their properties on syndicating to these websites that Tice was talking about is that if you're listed with a realtor and the broker that you've listed with has a good syndication program to these websites, then your listings are going to get to those websites. So that's another benefit that a builder has by using the multiple list to list their product. And most builders that I see today, most new homes communities, are listed on the multiple list and therefore are going out to these websites and getting that attention. For you builders who do not currently multiple list, I would encourage you to do that. It will expose your product to the realtor community. A real estate agent may know that there's a sign in front of a house that's for sale, a new homes community, but if it is not in multiple list, they may question whether or not the builder is co-oping, even if you are. So you're doing yourself a disservice if you don't find a way to get it into multiple list. And for those of you who are not brokers in-house, there are a number of ways to do it. There are agents that will take courtesy listings for builders and submit them to the multiple list. And that way you'll have a presence on the multiple list service, so that real estate agents will know about your product and will feel comfortable that you are cooperating with them. The next step is custom builders, and it gets a little more specialized, and I would suggest if you're a realtor in the room and you want to deal with custom builders and lots and land, that you avail yourselves of some of the excellent programs that HBAM has. In my early days, I attended a program that was called the Land Acquisition and Development School that HBM provided. I don't know if they still provide that. It was about a 12 or 13-week program, one night a week, and really reviewed the development process from beginning to end, from land acquisition to finished product on site. And it was a great course. And then I also took the CSP program, which I see is still being promoted, and until I got onto the website last night, didn't realize that technically I'm not a CSP. Apparently you need to have some continuing education and pay some extra money every year, and I kind of lost sight of that. I'm sorry. So I am not a CSP, but I was a CSP, and that's Certified New Home Sales Professional. And again, for realtor that want to do more builder business, builder representation, I would strongly encourage you to avail yourselves of the HBAM continuing education in that regard. The opportunities with custom builders is frankly to help a builder buy a lot, to list the house for the builder after they spec the lot, spec the house, that is, construct the house, sell it for the builder, and when it happens right, and sometimes it does, when those folks that buy the house turn around 5 years and decide to move on, they'll remember you, and you'll get to sell it for them because you were the representative of the builder when they bought the house if they didn't have a real estate agent involved. So there's a lot of great opportunity for realtors in that regard. And for those, is anybody spec building right now in the field? Do I have a hand? Yes, so there are still some brave souls out there, and I anecdotally, I believe that now's the time to do it. I mean, we are seeing land turnaround. We operate what was the Gaylord Brooks real estate brokerage that is now Yerman Whitman Gaines and Conklin brokerage office. So we have a very close relationship with Gaylord, who of course does a lot of land development, has a lot of product on the market, and we are selling lots. Sold 5 lots in one subdivision within the last 12 months. If you told me that we were going to do that 12 months ago, I would have told you you're crazy. But it is coming back. So certainly there are great opportunities for spec home builders, for representation of spec home builders. I close with saying what I open with. That which unites us is greater than that which divides us. I think that that there's a lot of opportunity that builders can explore in reaching out to the realtor community, but I think that the realtors have to understand and appreciate what the builders are about, what their objectives are, what the sales center people are, their job is, and respect it, and make sure you engage the salesperson, not just when you walk in the door with a client, but have a relationship with that person.